Hey guys, this is Jeremy from 70 Productions. I want to talk to you guys about communication with church tech teams. So one of my biggest pet peeves in life is the inability to use your time wisely, what we call wasted potential. And so whether that's individually or as a group, the idea that you are not meeting the expectations. And within a team, this can happen quite frequently with communication, with wasting time, with not knowing your abilities. All these different things causes projects to fall behind, things fall through the crack, projects don't get done as well as they could be. And yet with teams, you have this ability to do something great that individually each person on the team can't do themselves. And so you make this amazing project where each person is collaborating with each other using their skill set to make something great. And so I love the fact that you can work with teams, but it all hinges on great communication. And so I want to give you guys a couple of tips with communication. First off, over communicate. I love the fact that with emails, you can constantly be in contact with people. And so if you write them, if you engage with them, you can actually share your ideas to have the conversation outside of meetings that you don't have to wait for every single week to come back to and do. Over communicate. If it's a question, ask it. I'm one of those people that doesn't like to ask for forgiveness. I ask the questions and then I go do it. And so I'm one of those people that could send you 10 different emails. And I want to actually construct the idea of what it means to email somebody in this next point. The idea of a great email and communication. So an idea of a great communication email is that you are asking the question, you're giving the details, and you are communicating what you need to know. And when someone replies to you, that you are communicating back. And there's a couple of different people that have constructed this idea of the 3-line email. And I'll put a link in the show notes for you guys, but what it is you are trying to ask the question in minimal context. You go in, you don't ask how they're doing or all these different things that are getting in the way of actually answering the question. You get to the question, you ask it, and then you're done. And they send a reply to you to help you out with that. And so this idea that we are getting to the point, we're engaging and we're trying to make the most of the communication tips we have is a great way of being able to do communication within church tech teams. The third thing I want to share with you guys is the idea of being able to collaborate online. And so I shared with you guys some resources yesterday, YouTube, Socialcast, Facebook, the idea of being able to use Basecamp. We're going to review the iOS app tomorrow. But all these different options have the ability for you to be able to collaborate in a more organized fashion than necessarily an email. Email is great for one person to one person, but if it's a team, when you add people onto the team, when you take people off the team, when you have different projects within just one team, you need to have that organization, and that just simply cannot happen with an email. I know I've lost so much information on an email just because everything was unorganized and it wasn't the best platform to be able to do something like this. The final thing I really want to promote with you guys is the fact that you actually communicate everything. And so life happens, and I'm part of this Church Mag team whenever we collaborate for the Church Mag articles, where we are just constantly pouring out ideas. But at the same time, when we have things that are going on in our lives, Eric Dye, who is the editor for Church Mag, he actually understands, oh, they're probably not going to be pumping out a lot of articles. And so he talks to them, what's going on? Why is it that you're falling behind in this? That he is able to ask the tough questions about what is going on. He's able to engage with people. So instead of allowing that team member to fall behind, actually talks to them. So I would encourage you in your church tech team, find the tools, find the resources, over-communicate to them, have an environment where it's okay to talk about life, but also to be able to get to the point, to have those structured emails, and to be able to throw out a lot of different ideas so that you don't waste your potential in all this. So I'd love to hear what you guys have to say as far as church tech teams. How do you guys do communication well, both online, in person, emails, all these different viable options for you guys. So leave your guys' comments in the below, and we'll talk to you guys next week.